Now, if you live and drive in Spain, you know all about the ITV. But for those of you that are moving or planning on moving to Spain, what is the ITV? So welcome to episode number 104 of 2 Minute Tuesday with Hondon Valley Homes. Now, if you're from the UK, you'll probably think that the ITV is a TV channel. However, over here in Spain, it couldn't be any more different. The ITV is the Spanish equivalent to the MOT that you have in the UK. So we're going to spend the next couple of minutes giving you the basics, the highlights, and the differences of what you may or may not be used to. Now, for the purposes of this episode, we're going to keep it short and concise, and we're going to keep it just about cars. However, there are different rules for mopeds, motorbikes, vans, caravans, things like that, and you can find all the information that you need online. Now, the first question is, how often do you need an ITV? Now, in Spain, if your car is less than 4 years old, then it's not due an ITV at all. However, between the ages of 4 and 10 years, it needs doing every 2 years. And then from the age of 10 years onwards, it needs to be done every single year. How do you go about booking an ITV? Now, if you choose to have the ITV undertaken at the station that's nearest to the Hondon Valley here in Elche, then it's simple. You go online. I'm going to leave the web address in the description. Also, there's a brilliant English version of their website as well, which will be there. You input your registration number and your contact details, and then a list of the days that the appointments are available and the times that they're available will come up on the screen. You click the date and time that you want. There's an option there to pay. You could also pay on the day, but because of the COVID restrictions at the moment, and to minimise the number or the contact with people at the testing centre, they prefer you to pay online. So you choose the date, you choose the time, you make your payment, and then the website will then allow you to print out the receipt to prove that you've paid. It will print out the booking that tells you that the time that you're going. And there's also an option on there which is quite clever, which will allow you, if you use things like Google Calendars, to add the date onto your calendar so that you can be reminded of it. You should also, just as a point, get a reminder from the motoring authority to tell you that your test is due, and that should come a couple of weeks or a month before the test is due. Next up, how much does it cost? Well, the present cost for a standard car is as follows. If you have a petrol vehicle, then it's about €45, and a diesel vehicle, it's about €52. However, these can change slightly from region to region, and obviously the cost always goes up over time. What documents do you need to undertake the ITV? Well, you need the Ficha Technical, which is the technical sheet from the last ITV that was passed. Or if this is the first ITV, then it's a document that's provided by the car dealer when the car was new, and it has all the technical information about the car. You have the Permiso de Circulación, which is the logbook. It's the green logbook that you get with your vehicle, and it's like your registration certificate. Often you may be required to provide proof of insurance, an ID, but this varies, and I can't remember being asked for these things when I've been in the past. Where is the ITV inspection done? Well, you'll see signs, ITV signs, in all of the major towns and cities. Now, there can also be mobile services available if you live a long way from a city, but you're never going to have a problem accessing an ITV station. It can be as simple as going on Google Maps and typing in ITV, and you'll see all the pins drop in the area around you. If you're going to be based here in the Hondon Valley, then the two local ones are in Elche, and there's also one in Redevan, which is near Orihuela. So, what happens during the ITV test itself? Now, unlike the UK, where you book your car in, you go and leave it at the garage, and then you go back at the end of the day, here in Spain, you actually go with your car and you actually take part in some of the inspection yourself. So you are an intrinsic part of the ITV test. So you will sit in the car, you will drive it along the inspection lane, and for example, the inspector will ask you to operate your horn, your wipers, your fog lights, rev the engine to a certain rev limit to check for noise and the emissions test, and you actually sit in your car for the duration of the test. Now, I would say to you, we're normally trying to arrive about 15 minutes early. In old times, pre-COVID times, you would need to go into the office, present all your documents and your payment. Nowadays, you've done most of that online, but you still need to present those, and lots of the checks are actually done by the technician himself or herself. One point noting is that quite a few people get nervous with the thought of the ITV test and the fact that you have to sit in the car and do it yourself. It is very simple, and a lot of the technicians will speak enough English to help you through. However, if you don't want to do it yourself, lots of the local garages offer a service whereby you can go and take the car to them. They will do a pre-ITV check, take the car. Hopefully it will then pass, and when it comes back they'll have done everything for you, and they do this for a small fee. So we touched on this slightly earlier in the video, but where is the nearest ITV station to the Hondon Valley? Well, everyone who lives in and around this area, they tend to go to Elche, and it's on the Aspe to Elche road on the last roundabout, and you see the huge ITV sign there. However, there are test stations in Orihuela, at Redovan, and in Alicante, so you're not going to have any problem getting an appointment or finding an ITV station. The end result. Now, if you pass, you are given the paperwork, and you get a small little sticker that you have to put on the top right of your windscreen, which shows that the car has passed. However, if you fail, you're going to be given a document explaining why the vehicle has failed, and you're given 1 month to undertake a retest to ensure that the vehicle will now pass. Now, the local ITV company who operate the inspection station here on the Aspe to Elche Road, as I mentioned, they've got a great website which is also in English, and it guides you through everything, and they've got some videos on there, and we're going to leave a link on the description now, and also a link in the description, a link on the page now, and a link in the description, so that you can have a look, and it will put your mind to ease as to what's expected when you book into the ITV. Short and sweet episode this week, but an important one if you're planning to have a car here in Spain. We've got lots of great episodes coming up in the near future. If you're in the market for buying or selling in the area, please drop me a line. My details should be on the screen at the moment. And if you have any questions, simply let me know. But until the next episode, thank you for tuning in this one, and we'll speak to you soon. Until then, adios.